Hello. There we go. Let's get some of the stuff set up. Let's always write test. Cool. Let's go Twitch. And get our pop-up chat there. Wait, did I close the pop-up chat? No, I didn't. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm like, oh, I've already got the URL, but not just getting it for the URL. Camera's like, all the camera thingy does not detect my face very well. I've not got the best camera in the world, but it's detailed enough that you can clearly see this is my face. There's AI software for a camera. You'd think so anyway. Man. Overtired. I've been told by Google I'm out of storage so much. I'm like, brilliant, you won't give me any more. I used to pay yearly. Then out of nowhere, they're like, oh, you got to confirm your identity. And I was like, well, how do I do that? Give us driving license. Okay, here's a picture of my driving license. Well, we also need a bill paid in your name. I don't have a bill paid in your name. Just give us a bill paid in your name. I don't have a bill paid in my name. The guy from Google was so stupid. Like, he couldn't understand what I meant when I told him I had no bills that paid in my name. I was like, I live in a property where I pay everything with one payment. I do not pay for my bills directly. Are you having trouble uploading your documents? I was like, yes, I don't. I was like, I am, because I don't have them. Okay. Hello, what are it? I should be sending you a draft. I shouldn't have to, though. I paid for Google Drive for like 7 years or something. Why randomly are they forcing me to show them some identification? It's the same account. It's the same everything. I don't get it. I know it's just like a precautionary thing, but nothing's changed. It's just really weird. I have so many Simpsons in my projects. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I should really start deleting the ones I'm not actually using. I don't even know which one I am using. Which one is it? Oh, you know what? I've got like £6 back on Amazon. Maybe I should buy something. How much is this TV? I kind of want a TV. Because I want to get back kind of into playing consoles, even if it's plugging my Steam Deck into the telly. Because I like the idea of either sitting there or laying there in bed. Or even just watching telly. I think that's one of the big reasons I've not been watching a lot of stuff. Because I try to watch stuff on my PC with 3 monitors in front of me. It's just not... And not even the most comfy chair. It's not the most ideal experience. £6 TV. No, £6 off the TV. How much is it for a 55-inch TV? Oh, wow. £350 Toshiba. Or £330. What's the difference? I don't know. This is how I was feeling until I set up a projector the other day, missed it. Yeah, I haven't sat with really a telly in a while, so... And when I did, it was only a small telly in the living room, me and Jack. I really want like a big TV where I could just be like wowed away by what I'm watching. Especially 4K. Anyways. It's cheap right now for this one. It's so cheap right now for this one. Yeah, a lot of people... I've seen people say about Hisense. Because I just saw that as well on Amazon. They were... my parents picked up a Polaroid TV for £270, 55-inch. And then in Tesco's the other day, 65-inch for £330 Toshiba. If I was there, or if I could get it home some way, I would have probably bought it, but... 40% off right now, $2.99. Wait, where's that? We're pretty rough at the moment. I'm so phlegmy today. Admittedly, I didn't actually take my medication today, so... That's not a 55-inch. That's only a 50-inch. Outrageous. How much is the 55-inch? Oh, extra 30 quid. Hold on a minute, but the 55-inch isn't on offer. I feel like that offer's a bit of a fake one. Because if you look at the 55-inch, it's not on offer, but only 30 quid more. 65-inch, 450. Yikes. Anyways. I do think it's going to be a short stream today. I feel pretty rough, so I'm not into... I don't really want to do a lot of stuff. I don't feel rough immediately. My throat was really bad today. 50-inch pretty big. 50 inches for like boomers like you, moderate. At least that's what she tells me. See if we got any fruit on Megascan. So I'll probably just grab. I won't make my own fruit. I just don't feel like there's a point. As much as I'm obviously making all my things, and I could have probably got them from some stuff from Megascan. But like fruit and stuff is such a generic thing. I don't see the point. Hey, we got fruit. Yeah, I only need like a couple of things. Bananas, apples, this is a pomegranate. Kiwis. Oh, there you go. Apple pack. feel like it just makes the most sense, right? Oh. Are you going to retexture them? No. This is the one case where I am probably just going to straight up use the Megascan assets. I know, shock, horror. I don't even know how I'd texture an apple and stuff very well, except for manually painting it. And that's a lot of work for just an apple. Same with the bananas. Might look out of place being high res. I think it should be like... But I mean, to be fair, the plants are mega scans, and they didn't look out of place. But that looks fine. This one's kind of tacked on, but... You're like, yeah, they do look out of place. Oh. Oh. I do like having that, but only in the multiply sense, and just to look like sort of scuff marks like that rather than what we got. And then have it so the roughness is a slight blend. And we take the base, get at the color we're looking for, which is... That looks terrible. I mean, it is kind of that color though, but I think I might settle with something more like that. Make it kind of shiny, go into the fill. Whoops. Good. Boom, we got our little... I mean, it's literally that, right? Like, that's what it is. I don't know really what else to say. It's what it is. I could technically do like some browning on the bottom of those. What if there's another episode of Mob Psycho? I totally am down for watching more Mob Psycho. Obviously not on stream. No! It must release on like a Monday or something. Mob Psycho is slowly becoming one of my favourite series at the moment. Just in general, it's just a really good series. And it's one of those ones that I feel like a lot of people put off because of the way it looks. And I'm not necessarily against that. It does look like a very strange looking series, but it is very, very good. Pantheon. Arcane. Ugh. Arcane. If I wanted to watch League of Legends, I'd just play it. Wait, what did I... Go above, man. There you go. Ooh. I really hope when I do get around to watching Arcane, it's as big as the hype that everyone has, well, hyped it up to be. Because every single person I know has hyped up Arcane like no other thing I've ever seen people hype things up. But I'm so afraid that when I watch it, I'm going to be like, it was alright. Like, Like, I'm expecting it to be like 10 out of 10, if not 9 out of 10. But we're trying to help you. But I'm very afraid that I'm going to watch it and it's just going to be like a 7 out of 10, which isn't bad, but it's just not going to be as impressive. And then people are just going to be like, oh, you're only rating it that because you're being a hipster. You know, you're not trying to say you don't like something just because it's popular. I'm like, no, I'm just critical. At the end of the day, whether people realize it or not, if you overhype something, no matter what it is, people are going to become more critical when they watch it. So I'm going to be probably very critical when I watch Arcane now because people have hyped it up a lot. But it might be everything people explain it to me. It might be absolutely amazing. And I'll sit here and I'm going to go, wow, I really should have watched this earlier. That's good. Sort of browning where the fruit and stuff have set. Only very, very faint note like that. Yeah, that's good. I wish about seeing any hype and it stick right up your... It's sick, sorry, right up your alley. Oh yeah, I can imagine it is. I was actually talking to someone about this very, very recently, literally like yesterday. Talking about like being way more critical over things today than obviously when you're a lot younger. And it's true. It's hard not to be critical over things when you've watched and experienced, played games, enjoyed so many things. You start seeing patterns and repeats in everything you watch, so you start just seeing repetition or going, well, that's not a very unique idea. I've seen that done in 7 other movies or 7 other TV shows. Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen with Arcane, but I'm just saying the older you get, the harder it is not to be more judgmental on things because you don't want to keep watching the same thing over and over again, right? If they basically just make a movie that's exactly like another movie but with different casts and slightly different plot, you're probably just going to want to go watch something else. Hello, Nickelodeon Slime. Hello. How's it going? That's a great name. It's funny because, like, usually when something gets extremely popular, it's because a much younger audience really gets into it. And to be fair, that's like most media. Most media, especially in Japan, they really go for this, is directed between like a mid to late teens or even slightly earlier than that, because it's the people who have the most free time on their hand. And those same people are also the people who haven't experienced a lot of different things. You could make a rehash. It's like... See, Battle Royale games is kind of an example because we kind of had Battle Royale games before, but they weren't as deep. But you can release something that's very similar to something that basically teenagers wouldn't have understood or played or seen today, and they'd hype it up. Oh, you know what? Flash games are a great example. Some of the biggest apps on phones were just Flash games. You know, the most unique one I can think of was Flappy Bird. I guess it's kind of like the helicopter game, but it's not quite. But like Defend Your Castle was basically Angry Birds. Like, but when it was released, because obviously they tend, again, usually a younger audience is the people who have it the most. So this is something I'm making up. This, like, not only did I learn this in university, that a lot of products tend to aim their target market for that area because it's the area of people that have the most free time. It's usually the one that generates the most revenue as well, because a kid who has pocket money is much more willing to part with their pocket money than an adult who needs to pay bills is to part with their work money, like what they've worked for, because you feel much more attached to that kind of money than you do some pocket money you got from your parents. Now, I've always been, I wouldn't say stingy, I've always been very good at saving money. So I feel like that's why you see a lot of rehashed things like happening again, and you're like, but this same concept was popular 10 years ago. It's because the younger audience are now into that thing and they haven't experienced what the old thing was. You know what I mean? Man yells at cloud. I was it. And wait, what does Grandpa say about it? Grandpa with it.
What the hell are you two doing? It's called rocking out. You wouldn't understand, Dad. You're not with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
It'll happen to you. I love old games. That's a complete lie. I love old games that aren't extremely dated. For anyone who wants to understand how I feel about that, go watch Donkey's video on old games. Or I think their video was the remakes and remasters. He describes it perfectly, why some old games really don't hold up. You are the Gen Z of your time. And I also really like old movies. I feel like TV and movies, now anime maybe, because old anime had a much lower budget and lower and worse technology to make higher framed and higher pretty like animations. With that said though, old animations like Snow White and Tom and Jerry and stuff like that were fantastic animations. So I have one question, sir. How to do rail stick wood texturing in Substance? Just message me. Oh, look at that layer. Rail stick wood. Oh, that's not. I went to shopping instead of images. Wait, so what is it just a stick of wood? Is it just like this? And you just get a good wood texture, right? Like, oh, I can't really show it right now, but you just get like the first, unless you're asking how you actually make the texture itself, which I'd probably recommend doing in Substance Designer instead. But you just want to find a good wood material and just slap it onto your stuff. Usually you want to rotate the grain to work in tangent with what you're doing. Do I have anything wood in here? I've got like some really weird looking stuff because it's The Simpsons. I mean, yeah, just find a nice wood texture and Substance and just throw it on. But if you're asking how to make one, I don't really know. I don't really make materials. If I did, I would go out and take a picture of one instead and then convert it to what I needed. I personally think that's the best way to achieve that kind of stuff. This actually gets named correctly now, right? So if I call this hanging fruit basket. It's amazing how some quick textures just makes it look good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this looks amazing, because it doesn't. It looks okay. But it looks good enough for what I want, and it actually works pretty well. Like that's going to be this in the corner here. And it definitely works. It looks like it. And when I put the fruit and stuff in it, I don't really know what the blue stuff is. Maybe this isn't fruit over here. I feel like it should be, though. We have this weird chicken thing. What is that at the bottom? What is that? Is that Homer as well? Is that the ice cream? Is that when he's like getting a huge ice cream? Homer, huge ice cream. I don't have very good memories of that. It was like a million scoop ice cream.
It's a Sunday, that's fun.
I like that. But I'm on a bit of a health kick, so I'll take the low-fat vanilla. With the following mix-in. Snickles, Gooey Bears, Charlottesville Chew, Nice and Many, Cat Kit, Herschel Smooches, Mrs. Badbar, and Milk Dudes.
Copper cone?
Cone.
Congratulations! You just purchased the 1 millionth ice cream.
This was not what I was expecting.
Oh my god, this is amazing! Wait, I'm gonna be driving. I'll go for the cup.
Dad?
Fine cone. What's this?
Is it not an ice cream? What is it? What is that? It looks like an ice cream on a cone. Huh, I'm not sure. Bacon fat? That's not the bacon fat, is it? I do record a bacon fat, but that's like when they're getting it from the school. When Willie, like, wants it. Candy floss. Homer, huge candy floss. Ah, now this. This looks more promising. Would that not just melt the cotton candy? Wait. No, I thought that was going to lead to it as well. I'm being bamboozled.
I'm gonna pour caramel on my clothes, and then finally I can eat my shorts. Ah!
You're right, it is just the next scene.
What is that?
This is 85 pounds of tooth melting
85
Begin.
pounds, Jesus.
Mm.
That's gross.
Sit, kids. Suckle daddy's sugar ball.
Mm.
I don't remember that. That's super creepy. I'm a little uncomfortable after watching that. I need an adult. I mean, Homer was right there. I hope I helped at least a little bit. Oh, God. I am a... I don't know how to say that. Is that like a full thing? Or I hope I helped with your question about wood texture and substance. I wasn't quite sure if you meant like actually making a texture. Hey, Funky Pants, how's it going? I literally, yesterday, right? Hopefully my camera is facing low enough down. Yesterday, right? I had my Steam Deck. And I had it like out or whatever. I don't know how much this can actually see of me right now. I didn't go on my PC. Actually, did I go on it once yesterday? If I did, I went on my PC very, very briefly yesterday. But I basically had my Steam Deck. I had my... It's hard to scale than I thought it could be. I had my wireless keyboard. And I literally was just laying on my bed. Just typing away. Wow, I wonder if I could ever type like that. I have my thumbs underneath. The edges of my hand and then type on top of it. That's pretty weird. And I was just laying on my bed with my wireless mouse as well. Just basically doing stuff. It was actually really fun. I barely played games. I just spent the whole time doing normal PC things. But on my Steam Deck, it was kind of a weird experience. I think the weirdest part about it was how obviously small the screen is. So I'm just like laying there looking at this tiny screen. I say tiny. A lot of people wouldn't call this tiny. But obviously I sit in front of 3 large monitors all day. I am AKA higher. Is that what it... Is that how you say it? That's how I was thinking, but I was like, is that right? Simpsons assets. Kitchen assets. Placeholder, substance, textures, that's good. Oh no, textures, textures. Hanging. Fruit basket? Yeah, fruit basket. Select. We want my new and improved Steve's Export New. We want it to be PNG. Well, I always use... We'll do 2K. I always use... Does it look like on 1K? It's because it's got an opacity mask. I'm a little worried. Oh, it actually looks fine on 1K. So it starts really messing up 256. I could have easily done 1K then. Yeah, I'm going to do 1K. No need having it higher resolution than we need. No. You know what'll be very fast is I don't actually have the file open, so I'm just going to open it here, open it here. There we go. Grab that in, go to our textures. That's right, I'm putting things in the right place. I know. Shocker. Now I should be able to literally just re-import this if I'm correct. Excellent, excellent. And now we need to go master. Now, how is the master basic set up? Is the opacity mask? It is plugged in. Right, so all I should have to do is create a mi underscore hanging fruit basket. Go into my contents, right? Hanging fruit. Come to here. So this is like kind of technically not going to work till I change one setting. Well, first of all, I also need to untick the sRGB on this. You know, there are some things in, someone like I've said this to me the other day, but in general, there's some or a lot of things in the Unreal Engine where I am surprised they haven't streamlined more. And one is the ORM maps having sRGB enabled. Surely, if something ends in underscore ORM, then there should at least be an option in the Unreal Engine to automate it to turn off sRGB on these assets or on these textures. I know someone's going to probably sometimes, oh, I've come up with my own new naming convention called ORM. So maybe don't set it by default, but at least have the option there to be set, right? But there's a lot of other things I just can't figure out top of my head that I'm surprised the Unreal Engine doesn't have by default. Cool. So that's obviously not... Wow, it's very dark in that corner. That's obviously not going to work at the moment. I really want to make it lighter. What is happening here? I asked around again if anyone had any solutions for like the lighting issues I'm having. And basically everyone just said the same thing I've been saying. Like nothing new. He said the only thing it doesn't shine in is open world places. I was like, well, it's not open world. He said check William Fortuner's channel, which I have already. And he said about the models, but I've changed the models and I'm still getting issues. So I don't know. Unfortunately. I will probably fix it at one point. I tend to finally fix things at one point, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I think that does need to be brighter, right? So what was it on? It was like 0.75. 5. I think we just need to go ham and say make it brighter. It makes things look flat because it seems to have less ambient occlusion, but I think that's just how it's going to be, right? I mean, we could always say go into the directional light and tone that up a tiny bit. It's already on 10. So what if we go... what if we go 10 on here so it's got more bouncing going on? It's the biggest problem, obviously, is I had my living room looking pretty much exactly how I wanted it. So the more we change... That's interesting. The more we change, the more to fit other parts of the house, the less we're going to keep of what we wanted it to look like in here. But that doesn't bother me too much. As I've said a million times anyways, we shouldn't be caring about the lighting too much at the moment. We should be caring about the lighting when we're done so we can get everything looking right instead of constantly changing it every time we make a new room. But it's just a habit to try to make it look kind of right. Right, so to fix this now, because it doesn't have mask on it, because I've already got plugged in here, but it's not on by default, I should be able to go into my shading model and turn it to opacity mask. My blend mode, sorry, and turn it into mask. There you go. And it should automatically put it on for me. Whoa. And that should be done. And we've got our little baskets in the corner. That turned out pretty nice. From a distance, you'll get some usually interesting effects where the lines overlay each other, but mostly that works. Cool. Now, let's quickly grab some fruits from Megascan. I know I'm not someone who usually uses Megascan, but I think in this case it's definitely worth throwing some fruits in there to make it look all right. Now, if I actually have bridge open, I think I should be able to just get them over, right? Apple. Apple pack. Sign in. Sign in. Let's have a look. Bridge is built into UE5, you know that. Oh, I don't know that. Where is it built in? Where do I grab it? Because in UE4 I had a button up here with bridge on it. Right click in the content browser. Add Quixel content. I mean, at least you can tell I don't use Megascan stuff. Because I didn't even know that was there. Apple. That's nice, but Apple. Oh my god, I have signed this the third time I'm signing in. Could you imagine me typing the password and I don't have it hidden? And UE4 isn't actually a generated password. It is one I use for certain software. Not all software, but certain ones. Ones where I wouldn't care too much if people were to steal my signing. That's what that password is. Cool. So now if I click download. So you changed the quality in here. Is it downloading? Did it download? Apple? It didn't. Download. Why does the download button do nothing? Add? An update to Bridge plugin is available. Working with source about launcher. Can't I just use? I just want to download it. Help me, Funky Pants. I don't need to create a material blend, do I? Can add it as nanite. Oh, what? Why did it work that time? It literally did like a slight... Did you see that? Like my cursor slightly had a loading symbol. What? Why is add there now when it's not downloaded yet? Wait, has it downloaded? I just clicked, it's like changed. What the? Hey, I know I got an ad. It's just downloading. Oh yeah, I think it's slightly smaller, isn't it? My whole scene is basically about 40% too big. It's a very nice looking apple. Could I select everything in the scene and scale it down? I think I can, right? If I were to create a cube... actually, where would I want to create the cube? Probably about here. If I were to create a cube, what we call it, scale point, and then I select everything but the cube. Right click, and then we go attach to scale point. I can then click the cube, and I should, theoretically... Yeah, was it about 40% too big? I think it was about 40%, right? I should theoretically be able to go 0.6, and it should just scale everything down for me. Now we should be at a more realistic value, which means the light actually bounces more. Which makes sense, because obviously smaller, more bouncing. Then I should be able to delete it, and we'll just scale everything down. It does mean everything's scaled down to slightly smaller than its origin, but it's a net. It is a net. This is way too bright in here now, though. Jesus Christ. 3, 2. Oops. 3, 2. It's still way too bright. So put a 0. Okay, it's causing most of the light in here. It's fine. Set to like 0.5. It's probably about right. Pick up the directional light and change that to where I had it before, which was I think 5. There you go. And boom, we've scaled everything kinda. Admittedly, it means everything is, like I just said, at a 0.6 value. Realistically, I should be changing everything's build scale to that, or I should have gone into Blender and made sure in Blender I had it to a better build scale. Because I think when I originally made it, because I was in a rush, obviously, I didn't really care about it being to a human scale. Which you could argue is a bit of a an oversight or an undersight by me, and I should have had that. Why is this looking so weird? Am I crazy? This doesn't look right at all. That looks like it's really... Is it the same down here? No, you're fine. I wonder if scaling it fixed any of the reflection issues. I'm going to assume no, but... No. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But equally, the project originally, it didn't matter if I had it to the scale. I was just trying to get something out there for what I was being paid to do. I did the job I was paid to do, and it didn't matter about the scale. I am confused to why this looks so weird. I put something else on it. Why is that? That don't look right at all. That's like... Oh, neither does a lot of the lighting, actually. Hold on a minute. What resolution am I at? Yeah, look, it's all blotchy. Is that because I scaled it, or is it usually like that? Look how blotchy it looks. I mean, I could assign everything to a cube again and rescale up and see what happens. Oh wait, what would be the maths to scale it up correctly? I guess I'd just define 0.6, there you go, then attach everything and then scale it up. Oh, what did I just call it? Scale cube. Wait, why does it not let me do it now? Right, let me just undo what I was doing then. I changed the lighting a lot, so I've got to undo all that. There you go. Is it blotchy over here? No, not really. Maybe I won't scale it down, because scaling it did cause a lot of blotchiness. So I'll keep it the full scale we had it. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Where's all the other apples? Are they good? Oh, they are. They just need to be dragged in to display a picture. Break what reference? I only just dragged it in. What? Now I'm very confused. Was it getting angry over? Whatever. Struggle with them in so we get a preview. There you go. What I'm going to do, I'll just fill these with apples because I don't want to have too many assets in here that aren't mine. I don't like the idea of that. As you guys all know, I tend to like things all being made by me. So we'll just use some apples and we won't grab any other fruit. And it will look samey, but I'd rather it look samey and not be a total, like, loads of stuff that isn't mine. So about 1.5 is roughly to scale, which probably looks about right. It's supposed to be quite a big basket. Hold on a minute. Oh, I thought it had some water line texturing on it then. I swear it looked different as I went to move it. We'll do this. I need to select you. And hopefully I can just create a complex... like that. Now if I... no. Now if I go into here, I should be able to go into... player collisions or visible collisions. I always forget which one's the one I'm actually caring about. It's player collisions. So they don't even have any collisions on them, which means if I were to create physics on that... I swear it's just called enable physics. Is it not? Collision, lighting. Ignore, play impulse. Oh, we go. Why is that not working? If true. Why can't I simulate physics? Well, now I'm very confused. Is it because it doesn't have any on it right now? It is. Okay, that's fine. So I just need to create some physics for all of them. Create some collisions for all of them. Luckily, I have it already set up down there, so we're just creating a custom hole or a collision box for it. Well, not really a box. It was set to 4, so it'll create 4 different shapes for it, something like that. Select all of them. Let's quickly test it. Simulate physics. What happens? Oh, interesting. It's so thin. It does have a little bit of trouble staying in there. I kind of want to exaggerate their scale. 1, because it'll help take up space, and 2, because it feels right. It just feels right exaggerating their scale. They keep falling through. Okay, so we'll do this, this, this. Ooh, see, that's a problem. Obviously, don't want it to actually sit through them. So if we select all of them now, I think it's K, right? It is. And we select all of them. I made the basket actually really big. That's cool though. We do that. Grab you up here, do another simulation. Make sure none of them fall through when I do it. Cool. Okay. Okay. There you go. Pull it up one more time. Obviously a bunch needs to be deleted when I pull it up next time. So let's just grab some random ones that are going. Cool. Nice. And we got a bunch of fruit there. Now, obviously I need to grab the ones that I kind of forgot about, to be honest. And drag them up a tad to make it so they're not clipping. Same up here. It's a lot of axes. That. Cool. Now we've got some fruit in the edge of the room. Oh. It does look a little samey, but that's fine. It does help make the edge of that room look a little bit like there's some clutter, like there's a bit there. Oh, I still need to somehow get into substance. I don't know why I can't get this texture for it, but oh well. I've still not been able to do it. See, I would add somebody like Eaten apples. I'll add 1. I don't want to add too much stuff that isn't mine. The light switches are separate now, right? Yeah, sweet. I've done all of them in here. Have I done all the plugs as well? I haven't done the plugs yet, so they need to be separate. Oh, yeah, I was doing like... See, that doesn't actually look that great. It doesn't look awful. But they look weirdly janky. But I think that's the best I'm going to get just using basic splines. Go and sleep. Good night. How dare you? Am I really sending you to sleep that much? God, the nerve of some people. Enjoy your sleep, man. I'm going to do a short stream today anyway because I feel a little tired. Can you check DMs and show how to make it right? How do I fix this? Trying to draw a straight line in 2D mode, but it's jagged. I have 100 flow, no alpha, 5 spacing. That was 1 stroke. Wait, what's this for? Can you show how to make it right? What is this in substance? You're essentially asking how to draw a straight line in substance, right? Can't you just... So I'm actually not sure now. I assume this is in 2D mode. Can't you just grab... So that's like that. Ooh. Okay. You can hold shift and do it. Oh, shift and control, right? So if we were to go to toggle like this, go to this, go to this, go to this, back mask, shift, control, straight line, right? So you start your first spot and your end spot. Is that what you're asking for? You can also just hold shifting, you'll do straight lines. Well, to wherever you're clicking next. That's what I'm doing, but it's jagged. I'm not sure then. Oh, you're right. Mine looks a bit weird. It's because on 3D, it does on because you gotta remember when something's unwrapped, it's obviously not straight on the thing you've unwrapped it against. You see that? Like that's completely in a different direction. Sometimes it seems to work though, sometimes it just really doesn't. So I feel like there's no actual fix for that unless you go into 3D mode. Is there a way to clip to the side? Yeah, you go to the side view. I don't know orthographic view though, and then do it that way. But with no orthographic view, that is very difficult. I've always said the 2D mode in Substance is very strange. I've always had problems painting in 2D, which is why I tend to paint in 3D. I just paint straight onto the objects most of the time. What is this? Whoa, that's wacky. I like how off topic that was. Whoa, how wacky and zany. I'll try an ortho. Can you ortho in Substance? You can snap with... Which button is it? Here you go. Control O. Okay, not click that. Control Shift, sorry, and then left click. That's not obviously orthographic. That's just perspective from one angle. You probably can go orthographic. I just don't know. Next to 2D is just 3D. Ah, is it this? Ah! I've never used this setting before. Yeah, this will probably be the better way to do it then. I'm not actually someone who likes orthographic very much, which is funny, because years ago, I mostly only used orthographic. It's going to be a very weird comparison, but it's like when I used to play table tennis. In table tennis, I only ever used to play forehand. Forehand? Yeah. Now I only ever play backhand. I'll even, occasionally, when it goes over there, will twist my arm around like this to still hit it with my backhand. It looks incredibly uncomfortable, but it works. So yeah, why was that all spotty when I scaled it? I'm still a bit confused to that. Lumen's weird, man. I can't hack it. It really does confuse me. And it doesn't matter what people seem to tell me, I can't seem to get, like, consistency. See, I still want this book. Oh, these books are Mega Scan as well. But I want a golden bit here. Oh, interesting. I'll definitely win in a game. The eyes. I'm pro with both. You got to be. Oh. See, we discovered that this room looked fine, right? With the reflection. Oh. Well, yeah, there you go. Look how fine this looks with it reflecting the walls. And in here, look, it's a little bit, look, you see a little bit, but compared to what we have in the kitchen, is that just because the kitchen has many assets in it? Like, what kind of reflection effects do we get in here? I know I've been trying to fix this for ages, but yeah, look, you get all of it in here as well. And then obviously when you do that, you get a perfect reflection, which looks nice. What about the next room? Oh. You can see the light plane. So you see bleeding that doesn't happen. It's very interesting. Lastly, what about the hallway? Really? Didn't pull it over enough. But the hallway's pretty bad too. Interesting. The ceiling does have that weird effect on it though. Very interesting. Marble light sources? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure I've deleted everything but the directional and still had issues, right? And that should be... That is like the least we can have is one directional light, preferably. So, and a skylight, I guess. So if we do that... No, you can still get all the light bleeding. Which is weird, because I have layers on here. So I'm surprised it's bleeding so much, but whatever, we'll ignore that. No, we still get... Oh, so many problems. What about... this room? Even when I turn so fast, you can see it fixing things. Which I know that kind of makes sense, that's how things work, but... No, look at that. That's just one directional light. What if we delete the directional light? Okay. What if we delete skylight? Okay. Turn off the telly. Cool. What if we add one light in here now? One single light. To light up the room. What does that look like now? Interesting. Very interesting. So it works with that fine. But is that because it's not lumen? It's not like... Well, it is lumen, but it's not bouncing light. Like if I were to put that behind a wall like this and then put up our indirect light, yeah, to something like that. Yeah, it's definitely to do with our indirect lighting. But then how do you fix that? If it's the indirect lighting... What the heck? Why is it reflect? What? Oh my god. That's reflecting in such a weird way. Ray tracing. So ray tracing. Oh, it's because you need it on here as well. Wait, so how do you get ray tracing to bounce? I haven't used ray tracing in a while. Because I could use ray tracing if it looks good. Oh, where am I? Oh my god. There it is. Lumen. Oh. lumen. Oh, so the quality does sharpen it. First of all, you can see that actually getting more detailed. Project default, surface cache, hit light reflection. So hit light reflection, I think, is better. I need to undo all of this anyway. And no, wait, we don't care about screen space, and we don't care about ray trace. Oh, is that it? That's the only lumen reflection stuff we have. Interesting. Yeah, Wood says it's with the light source then. Oh, we have it insanely high. Like, to put it into perspective, with our indirect lighting, the max says like 6. Like, I can't drag it manually more. But even then, you can see all of this wackiness. Admittedly, most of it is appearing on the walls, though. Like, if you look at the couch, well, there's definitely still some issues on it. Because if we bring it in here, it looks very cool, I have to admit. Like, if we ignore the reflections for a minute, the normal lumen lighting does look like work really cool. And compared to what it was on my old graphics card, yeah, look at that. Ugh. It's very weird. Scattering intensity, was that in the post-processing? That's bloom. Was it in the light? No. Nothing. Oh well. And again, as I've obviously said a million times, I shouldn't let it bother me. I should only care about lighting when I actually... Well, it looks so much better. When I actually get to the point where I'm doing the lighting, I shouldn't be doing lighting now, as I've said a million times. Lighting should not be... Oh, still not undone enough. Should not be priority right now. There you go. Transparency reflections suck. Very nice. Hopefully see you later. Thank you very much, Google Foo Play AD or Play Ad. We're experimenting with lighting and why it's broken. Wait, didn't I do the textures for this? Or is that the textures? That is the texture, right. It was just white, wasn't it? Still don't know what I want to do for this. I should technically make these singles so I can place them and they'd be modulated. Steve, how do I snap to views? Control Shift left click, isn't it? Or was it not? Looks great. Thanks, man. Thanks. Are you also artist, or are you just here to give me nice compliments? Oh no, it's Alt Shift left click. Alt Shift left click, and then obviously off graphic, you'll get even better looking view snaps. Woo. It is funny how I know how to use so many different navigational tools. Sometimes I have to open up the software because I don't know it by memory, but I know it by feel. We'll leave like an apple. You know what? We need the bin. We need the bin full of garbage. And I'm pretty sure he does leave an apple core. Where does the bin go, though? Garbage. Simpsons bin. Oh, someone sent me a property. £500. Ooh. This is quite nice. Fall for November moving day. Oh, it's already passed. Anyways, yeah, I knew it was going to be the bin where he's like stamping it down. Here, this is what I want it to look like. That's a lot of stuff, like assets I'll have to pop in it. Oh, but even the banana peel. Or is it in that corner usually? Or is it in that corner? It's going to be that corner if that's where it's closest, right? So that means it's there. Then it's in the way. But I have this... If you look at that picture, there's a lot more room. Look how much room there is there. A whole person can stand there. But when I've done the floor plan and everything of it, it's way thinner. But I think we can have a bin sort of slightly sticking out, right? But it really looks good, better than I could do. But yeah, I'm trying. Hey, man. We're all trying. Like, oh no. I was going to show you something on my art station, but I get made fun of every time I do that. So I'm not going to. But if you head over to my art station and you look at the very first thing I have, which is my friend's apartment, you can see that it takes, it takes time to get your stuff to a significantly better quality. I'm not even at that point myself. I'm just a bit better. What the heck? Oh, that's when he's singing this song and they all pull their pants up simultaneously, I think. I think I'll stream for another 23 minutes and we'll head off. So, the bin is very simple, right? It's just circular with like an orangey bin bag. Yeah? Is that handle? That's handles on the side, right? That's a bin. Don't forget the corner chicken. No, man, you're fantastic. Thanks. Then why is there a corner chicken, though? Like, do you see that? Like, what is this? What is this? Why is there a corner chicken? It's in like a wicker basket. Well, that's how my mind sees what that's supposed to be. A wicker basket, which I'd love to be able to make. But wicker sounds interesting. I think I'd want to make a high poly and then bake it down with alphas. I think that'll look really cool. But equally, is that too much effort? And I probably could just find a wicker basket texture that I could throw on it. But yeah, thank you very much. Everyone who comes in here is usually very, very nice. You guys are always complimenting me. I don't know how I'm going to do the exterior of the house. I'd love to. But, ooh, it's going to be a challenge. How did these actually look? Wait, where did that go? Yeah, that's the oven mitt. So I'd want to do that, like, patterny thing where you get it bump in. Same with this, but this would be easier because it's the shape it is, obviously. What the heck? Why isn't it? Oh, is it mirrored? Interesting. Right, so that's how I've modeled it. Wow, that's not how I thought it was modeled. If I convert that, we get that result. Interesting. Okay. I would want to do that line thing where it like bumps in and out. Chicky bread basket. Maybe? Do you guys put your bread in the fridge? That's a big question. As I've said before, what I find funny about the scaling in the engine. So when I put stuff in the engine, it's about 40% too big, right? But this is a 1 meter by 1 meter. And look how huge it is. Like, it's too small in Blender, but too big. Is that right? Actually, you know what? No, that is probably right. Because 1 meter high, 3 foot. And the couch isn't 3 foot, and it almost reaches that. So that's probably actually to scale in a weird way. It's just, I think, looks very squished down. Alright, bin. Actually, we'll start with a circle. Start with the shape always closest to what your end result's going to be. I have a very bad habit of not doing that because I like to use the smooth, 16. I like to use subdividing. And when you subdivide, you get a smoother shape. So it's just like that, right? It's literally just a really generic looking bin. It goes like this. You grab this. You grab this. And then, yeah, no, it's going to do that. If you grab here. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go, here. here, 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 here. Yeah, pretty much. Grab this, pull you up. And that's basically our bin, question mark. We technically don't even need to do an interior because we're going to have a back bag hanging out of it. I will give it a little bit more space. It's going to be doing this too, right? And then when we do the black bag part, because we're going to also have it filled, we don't need to worry too much. We're going to have this come out to here, come out to here, and then come out to here, and then down a little bit more like this, right? Flare out a little bit, and that's our like bin bag. Now, if I grab this and make it so it actually goes over it, because I was very silly and I didn't do that. There you go. We then grab random bits, pull them up. Cool. Grab the whole thing a little bit, pull it in, pull it up a tad, like that, because we actually need to be able to see the handle. So we do this because, yeah. Oh, that said, the handle probably works more like this. We want to grab each side from here to here. Wait. Here. Yeah, to here. And then we just need to get a little hole in them. Why does it do that sometimes? Let's just go individual and then pull it in. There you go. And I'll pull you up. And then we'll obviously put the bag around that. Hey, Ricky's here. Nope, Freezer. I mean, I agree with Freezer. But when you buy bread in bulk, like 3 loaves, yeah, sometimes toast in German. Semmeln? What's Semmeln? Greets from Bavaria. Bavaria. Or Bavaria. I'm not that good at geography, but I've actually not heard. Oh, so yes, it's in there. Right, okay. Well, Bavaria is quite big. I mean, yes, it's in Germany. My geography sucks. I can usually name you countries, but that's the extent. I love that so many people watch me from around the world, though. Mostly, obviously, European. Well, I guess you get some Americans here and there, but it's awesome. I'm wondering about the best way to do this handle. So obviously, don't want it to look like this. I want it to look sharper. And I could do this to give it a sharper look. Actually, that worked a bit better than I thought it was going to. That's fine. So if you click it, don't subdivide it all yet. Go boom, 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 boom. Wait, what did I miss? It's not quite right yet, don't worry. Because I don't want it fully sharp like that. I need to reselect them. I'm just kind of testing right now. And then I need to go like that, and then slowly pull it away. Make it a little bit smoother, like that. Cool. I'm actually probably going to do a simulation for the bin bag, but for now, I just want to get the generic shape about right. Takeaway today for dinner. Yeah, my English sucks. Sorry. You can already speak English better than I can. No one wants to miss out on bread trivia. I will add, I don't put bread in the fridge. Because putting bread in the fridge instead of putting it in a bread bin or something, because it's literally, I've said this to people all the time, because they're like, but bread belongs in the fridge. I was like, if bread belongs in the fridge, why have we got a specific thing called a bread bin that you put on your counter or countertop and you put it in there, and it's not cooled? If you keep bread cooled, not frozen, but if you keep bread cooled, it will go stale quicker, but mold won't grow on it as quick. So if you don't mind stale bread, then you're Gucci, you're fine, because you're going to be able to keep it longer without it going moldy. But if you care about bread going stale, and I do, I will always put it in a bread bin. Oh, well, or freeze it. Freezing it's fine, because when it's unfrozen, especially if you've not let air get to it, when it's unfrozen, it kind of goes back to being quite soft. Love to say, but have to leave. Oh, would love to stay, sorry, but have to leave. I'll watch later. Keep rocking and see you next time. Amazing style, quality. Thanks, man. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time, hopefully. See, the problem is I should really separate this out. Do a quick on that, and then do a bit more of a manual moving. Oh, wow, I really, really have that hovering over. Didn't even realize. Got this. Make it much more tighter. It will be a little bit like, because it's not that elasticy. Hold on a minute, what's going on there? I really, really have messed those up. I was 3D modeling on my Steam Deck as well. I thought that was quite fun. I have to say, not having the monitors and everything though, whoo. I've made it very clear before that I think modeling on not a PC is much more difficult. I have so much freedom on my PC to model. On a laptop, obviously, it's not too bad, but on a Steam Deck where it's a tiny monitor and everything, it definitely doesn't feel as good. So, he's right about bread for toast and fridge. Oh, okay. The more you know. Maybe I should just do the handles separate. It'd be the easiest and quickest way. Why is this having so much trouble? Should I have done that? That does work a bit better now. I am definitely a bread man. I got my love for bread when I was in university, mostly. Because a lot of my friends really liked bread. Sounds like a really weird thing to say. Usually when people talk about stuff like that, like, yeah, my friends were really into, you know, smoking pot and stuff. But no, my friends like really liked bread. I know that was a very specific thing that a lot of them really liked. And we used to have this guy come into our university and he used to sell loaves of bread downstairs. So some of us would go down and buy a whole loaf of bread and eat that loaf for our lunch. It was fantastic. Probably one of the most unhealthy things you could eat for your entire lunch, but it was very good. So you could do something like this in this Beverly, but I still don't think that's a very good result either. Well, I'm having trouble with just some handles in a bin. I'll ignore them for now because it should be easy, and for some reason I'm having issues, so we'll ignore it for now. So I should really simulate this. You can go about this in a few different ways anyway. Let's pull that in, do something like this, maybe make a bottom to it. I mean, we could always do the whole bin for it, but I just think with all the trash on top, we won't see it. But we could pull this to the bottom, pull it in. We'll delete a couple of edge loops around here. Believe it or not, guys, I went to go get my second vaccine today. I know I'm very, very late to the party. There was several reasons why I'm so late. I won't go into them. But I finally got my second one. It was very, very exciting. I'm kind of afraid of needles, so it was definitely an endeavor for me, but it was very good. They were very nice. She was very nice, the nurse who did it. And it was just a good time overall. Good times were had by all. My dad walked in and basically just got his fourth one, which was brilliant. So you could always just go like a select random as well. I'd rather do that. Try that again. Select random. And then you could do like a slight like that. Give it a crinkleness. Then when you smooth that as well, get this like crinkliness to it that you obviously get with bin bags and stuff. Should have done a lower ratio, I think. Try that again. Oh, you know, lower ratio, but with a actual grabber. Something like that. Then you'd want these to be sort of separate heights. You guys watched the Lord of the Rings series yet? And if so, what do you think? I've not watched it. Probably take me a while to watch it because I'm very slow at watching things. As a lot of people who know my habits will know I'm like. So yeah, we just want something like that because we're just gonna want to replicate this. Now I'm definitely not doing that today on stream, but we want something like that. So we just want like a load of different shapes to just dump in there, like cardboard boxes. Where's my cardboard boxes and just box shapes like wrappers and stuff. Like this one here is literally just like this shape, like that. I could put what I want in there. I could even put some fun stuff in there that isn't actually related to The Simpsons, but related to maybe old scenes. Do that, do that. Now, I could go low quality on them. Quote-unquote low quality. By that, what I mean is keep them one-sided and stuff. So like this, you know what I mean? You don't obviously want them to be completely matching up. Like that. So if I were to turn off back face, we now have kind of a box. See what I mean? Those two would fold over. Well, that one will fold first, those two will fold over, and you're Gucci. Now, you can obviously do like those things where you get like the little flap in here. Actually, you know what? Better way to do it is just do this. Like that. And on this side, you get like that. Actually, it would... I keep saying actually. It would need to be... Actually. It would need to be actually lower. Which now won't match up. But yeah, you do that. And then on this side, you do something like this. And you go to the top part. And you do like one of those shapes. They go like that. And then when it folds, it like goes into that part. Noise modifier. Noise modifier would have been good as well, actually. I think the problem we have on it right now anyway is we've got this like inconsistent amount of edge loops. We kind of want them to all be relatively square, and they're not right now. So when we're causing anything that does anything by random... Oh, no. It doesn't like quite look right. So it needs to be more like this. But it's fine. We're not... What I'd really like to do to increase its quality is go quickly into ZBrush, have it really high poly, quickly draw in some creases for it. That would be really, really cool. Which I might do. Just not right now. You'd also... Oh my god. Yeah, you good? Oh, it's got really stiff. What you'd also do is you'd get like these like overlaying bits. Now, I don't know which is the best way to do it, but maybe something like this, like a little scale up and a little pull over. Nah, see, it doesn't work because it's got a subdivide on it. Unless you obviously did something like this. But that doesn't look right either, because now you've got this too sharp of a fold. But it's similar to that. You know what I mean? Like, you get those folds in it. You wouldn't get it through the whole thing, though. But I could do that across the whole thing in little areas to make it look a bit more natural. Have I got it on or not? I don't. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously you get your garbage on top, so we get stuff like this. We could obviously reuse this as a smaller shape, and we just could throw in different variations of color and stuff to make it look like it's different. Kind of like an alpha. We could use not alpha, an atlas for it. Maybe make it a bit wider. Like, whoops. Let's do that. Make it a bit wider. If we make it wider, these tips need to go higher like that. Not like that. Like, yeah, like that. Well, not too big. It'd be just like that. There you go. Pull them out a bit more. And we got our second box. I kind of really dislike the way this looks. So I like this part coming in as well. Maybe a little bit wider in this direction. And we just need to make like loads of random shapes. And then we could crinkle them as well. The problem with crinkling them is you probably need like all of this stuff here. So you'd probably want to do the crinkling using textures instead. But yeah, then you do again the select random or use a noise modifier. We get like this crinkle box effect. It's got these sharp corners. You can actually get rid of that using a... Well, first of all, using this. But you can also get a nicer effect, I think, if you use this. There you go. And we get like this kind of crinkly effect. But again, you're not going to really want that in the model. You're probably going to want that more in the texture. Because it's just going to look better anyway in the texture. We actually missed doing it up here as well, but... So right now I'm just making the basic shapes for all of them. We want some rolls, you know, like used toilet rolls and stuff like that. So we just want something really simple. I could make this shape technically for those, but I mean the generic shape about the texture would just be literally that. We could make an interior and actually do something like that. But they have like a spiral as they go up. What would be the easiest way to make that? I would just use a screw modifier. Like, honestly, like I would invert. That would work, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, like this. And then after that... You just... Oh, I need to apply it. So what's going on? You just... Oh, I set the entire map. This, there you go. We just need it to connect, right? So... What would be the best way to connect it? Something like that, right? You need to go, distance. It seems like the most convoluted way to do it, but it's the one way that's going in my mind right now. Disconnected now, yeah. And then what I'd do was I'd go like this. Well, no, because that's... Oh, no, yeah. And then you do it to there. Like that. And then here you do the same thing. This is not the best way to do this. Like, not even a little. And then you just pull this down and flatten this. And then you just clip it. That's fine. Uh-oh. Jesus, what made it freeze? I wasn't doing anything fancy. And then just something like this, and something like this. And we have that pattern we're looking for. The thing is now is how do we make that pattern come out? Do we just... So first of all, let's do a quick merge distance. Make sure we have all that merged together. Like, do we just... I don't know. We just go from here all the way around. Wait. Again, this would be a texture. I'm just trying to think around, in my head about how you would do it, not as a texture. No, that's not correct at all. Because of this part here, you don't want this part to be any different. You just want these parts here, like that part there, to look a bit different. Like that singular line that comes through. So would you just bevel it then? Put a line and then pull this part either out or in. No, definitely not. I don't know. I can't think right now how it would need to work. That definitely wouldn't need to be there though. That would need to be pulled over. And then that would be merged. Anyways, you do it for it. Is there a noise modifier? There is, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there is, right? Unless it's not called noise. Wave, warp, whoops. That's what the physics one deforms. Might be in here. So you got shrink wrap. Shrink wrap's really good. For those of you who've not seen shrink wrap, let me think the easiest way to show that off. I'm pretty sure shrink wrap's the one I'm thinking of. But that's not the shape I wanted. I want a sphere. And we get like a plane. And then we'll just do something like this. Something like that. Leave the bottom. Cool. So what shrink wrap will do is it will pull like the verts to the closest surface you're looking at. At least it should do. At least, I'm pretty sure that's what it does. I haven't used it in a while. So if we go shrink wrap and then select this, yeah. So now if I change the shape of this, it will change. It will try to match it on the shrink wrap shape. You can offset it on the surface. It's really helpful if you are making a shape underneath and you do need it to sort of fit it. See that? I've used it in the past, but I can't remember what for. Not quite liking that. But yeah, and then if I move that around, it's a very cool shape. That's all I'm saying. If we actually do that. Subdivided before the shrink wrap. Ooh, or not. Actually not doing what I thought I was going to do. Ooh. Subdivide it a couple of times and then shrink wrap again. Because the more it has, I'm pretty sure the more detailed it'll be. I know you were talking about noise, but I just remembered how cool this modifier is. And then offset it a little bit. Ooh. Well, it's not quite liking it anymore. Oh, actually, no, it is. It is working. It's just because of how wacky I've made this shape. You have outside. Nope. Inside. There are tons of different ways to use it. I mean, like I said, I haven't used it in a while, but it does work really well when you remember how to use it. Anyways. I'm going to call it a day because I said I'm going to only stream till 9 today because I'm not feeling too great. But basically for this, there's some unique shapes I do want in there. Like if we, there's one shape that looks like a, what are those? Oh, hey, I hope Kent Brockman will do a report on this. He probably will. I mean, it's only the bin, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Actually, what happens in that episode? Is that the one where he becomes... Is that the one when he becomes a trash man? Because they have the rule, right, of like who tops it off, drops it off. And then he puts like... I'm pretty sure he puts an apple last. Like an eaten apple. Simpsons, who tops it off, drops it off. Oh, is it here? No, I think that's when he's still... Yeah, that's when he staples them to the fridge. I love The Simpsons. Oh, what the heck? What site is this? Yarn.
Yep, that's the rule. He who tops it off, drops it off.
No, I want to see him actually... I want to see the full video. And then we'll leave for today. What happened to YouTube? Am I going crazy? YouTube.
What a terrible waste.
Yes, but the memories will last a lifetime. Get it! Crap! Beat up!
It's full, Dad. That means you have to take it.
I need to make a bear.
Yep, that's
That'd
the
be
rule.
fun.
He who tops it off, drops it off.
Nuh-uh. It isn't filled until it's spilled.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
He staples it to the side, right? Yeah. Oh, I need to do that as well. A staple of the banana peel looks so funny on the bin. Did he close that with his butt or with his leg? I think that was his leg. He did move his butt a lot, though. Oh, he just walks into it? I didn't remember that.
But I can rebuild! Ow, ow, stupid trash.
That must have stunk so
Stinky
bad.
Hate world, revenge soon, take out on everyone. Garbage water! Oh! You're pushing me, baby!
Good times, man. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. We made the basket with the fruit in it. We didn't make the fruit, I want to clarify, but we got somewhere. Looks interesting. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys hopefully during the week. I want to do a bit more. I feel a bit tired today, so I'm kind of ending stream early. But hopefully I'll do some during the week. If not, we'll do it on Friday when I usually stream. About 7:30 to 8:30 is when I start. So I will catch you guys then. My music stopped as I said that. Bye-bye. Boop. And